These are the top 10 things you should be buying on clearance right now after Christmas. And surprisingly, not a single one of my points are Christmas decorations. In the first spot, designer and brand name clothing are one of the best after Christmas purchases you can make. And if you've held off on any winter clothing purchases, now is your time. And it's not just designer deals, big brand names like Levi's, and even all of those puffer jackets that we saw reduced for 40% off on Black Friday are now up to 80% off depending on where you shop. Most stores will divide and split their sale and clearance sections. And if the clothing item you're buying is not at a minimum of 50 to 70% off, I would skip right over it. Columbia is one of your top picks next to North Face, which you will find heavily reduced at Kohl's and even JCPenney, where many new Columbia coats and winter-related items have been added to its clearance section. And if you expand the video description box, you'll find links to all of the top deals that I have located for you from Nike to North Face, all listed under the video screen. In the number 2 spot, forget Christmas decor. Almost any type of home decor is on clearance right now. Home decor items from your favorite retailers, including everything from standing floor lamps to huge mirrors and rugs. Even autumn-related items that you could hold on to for next fall are a big bargain phenomenon at Target. You'll also find other pieces of furniture widely reduced at retailers like Home Goods, where woven-type basket storage solutions are all being closed out. Wall decor tied to spring sports and even back-to-school related items from all the way back in September are at least 50% off at Hobby Lobby, including hooks, signs welcoming others to your home, and huge pieces of canvas art, popular clearance finds at Hobby Lobby, in addition to large pieces of furniture. And if you do have a New Year's resolution that you want to get rolling on with a calendar so you can bring it to life, chalk and smart erase planners are reduced by at least 50% right now. Speaking of New Year's resolutions, in the number 3 spot, if any of your 2022 plans include fitness, this is the sweet spot for savings right now. And let's begin with 2 retailers that you might not typically associate with fitness finds. The first, Best Buy. Nordic Track sale and some clearance displays have launched at Best Buys across the country, and I should mention, none of these products are sponsored. No store is paying me to talk about them. These deals typically run until the 3rd week of January, so do not feel overly pressured to buy a fitness item. The only reason to consider a purchase right now is the growing shipping delays. Similarly, Lowe's, likely not your first stop for fitness, has Proform treadmills and stationary bike sales marked down right now after Christmas. Walmart has just added many sale items to its fitness selection, from weight racks to dumbbells and cowbells, and Dick's Sporting Goods is rerunning many of the Black Friday promotions they featured in November on adjustable weights, medicine balls, and the heavily after Bosu balls, which went out of stock during Black Friday, are now available. A wide variety of high-end ellipticals, including Schwinn for under $650, as well as commercial-grade treadmills, also coming in with prices as low as $650 at Dick's Sporting Goods. Before I get to my next point, which includes appliances, I forgot to mention, I hope you had a wonderful and Merry Christmas if you were celebrating. We just had a small gathering at our home, but as you can see from this quick clip of my daughter Mara, she is at an age right now where she is really enjoying her themed pajamas, which I actually found on sale for $2, and she loves the excitement of opening presents under the tree. Oh, to be 3 years old again. In the number 4 spot, the appliance finds right now are not only on closeout, but at many retailers, these are the exact same deals that ran Black Friday, except prices are 5 to 10% better, and shipping delays are at least 5 times worse. Just keep in mind, if you have an appliance on the fritz, or if you anticipate absolutely needing an appliance on hand by the spring, buy now, lock in the lowest price, and if the appliance doesn't show up until March or April, at least I've been able to warn you right now. But I do have good news, and that's tied to the number 5 spot. If you've got a growing sweet tooth or a sweet tooth like I do, I guess I just must be shrinking all of my shirts because they're really tight here. I have no idea why that's happening. Candy prices are at an all-time low, and that is if it involves Christmas packaging. But these don't need to be Christmas flavors. These could be your favorite regular candy. Whether it's at a warehouse club or a CVS, the key is to look for Christmas branded products that are already your favorite flavors. For example, green and red M&Ms, Or even those same regular Hershey Kisses you'd enjoy any day of the year, they're up to 70% off if you buy them, for example, inside candy cane packaging. In the number 6 spot, toys, one of the single best purchases you can make after Christmas at their guaranteed lowest prices of the year. So if you need to stock up for birthdays, or if you're like my mom, planning ahead for Christmas 2023, you already know the age groups that most of the kids in your family will be next year, so you could easily stock up and stow away. At Target, certain Lego sets will be reduced right until the end of the year. Little Tikes deals are on clearance at Target, as well as the LOL branded products and some of the large bouncy backyard play sets are all at their lowest prices of the year, as are every conceivable board game. A great grab if you can imagine being cooped up inside with little to do, not just at Target, but there's also a huge selection of board games at Walmart. And speaking of board games, is it just me or are there somehow 18,000 different editions of Monopoly all of a sudden on sale this year? What is going on with Monopoly? In the number 7 spot, small appliances equal big deals after Christmas if you know where to look. And if you don't commonly associate small appliances with Kohl's, a reminder that right beside their cookware section, you will find some awesome small appliance deals on clearance. Huge small kitchen brand names like Dash, KitchenAid, Cuisinart, as well as some of the air fryer related brands like Gourmia and Power XL, all heavily reduced. At Best Buy, you will see some blender promotions, including some of the Vitamix products marked down as part of their year-end schedule. And at Target, the better blender deals are tied to the NutriBullet and Ninja brands, as well as Oster and Hamilton Beach. In the number 8 spot, before I get to Uggs and some surprises, outdoor tactical camping and hunting related products are an amazing grab after Christmas. And for sporting goods, strangely enough, kayaks and boat related products are the one exception. The prices I'm seeing right now locally are not as good as Black Friday, so I'd approach this category with caution. At Dick's Sporting Goods, tailgating canopies and camping chairs are all reduced, and many of them at clearance pricing. And camo equals clearance right now at Walmart with some incredible prices, but unfortunately limited stock. Targets, holsters, carrying cases, and big reductions from brands like Allen are all at some of the lowest prices of the year. And also for hunting or any outdoor enthusiast in your family, tactical gears and clothing extremely well priced at Scheels. If you have one of these stores in your state, hiking boots are also a considerably strong clearance find right now at almost any retailer. And from hiking boots to Uggs, a brand I don't quite understand, but many of you are obsessed with it, including my wife, so I've decided to include it and not interject any personal opinions on style because you guys love your Uggs. The Ugg slippers, the traditional Uggs that I've seen some women wear in the month of May for no reason that I can quite grasp, are all reduced across the board. Even some of the Ugg rain boots, those flat shoe slipper type things, on sale. And if you would like links to some of the great Ugg deals that you can find after Christmas, expand the video description box for your hookup. A reminder, I do use affiliate links, which means I benefit monetarily if you are kind enough to use one of my links. For the next spot on my list for your four-legged family members, before I get to those bonus buy surprises, pet beds, one of the best purchases you can make after Christmas. In fact, if you buy a pet bed after Christmas, the price could be up to 60% better than what you saw if you were purchasing it in October. At PetSmart right now, you'll find pet beds of all types and sizes, including some really well-made options for older dogs or dogs with arthritis at $10 to $12 per plush pet bed. And at HomeGoods, which is a store that you might not commonly associate with pet products, they are cranking out clearance deals on some of the largest pet beds that I've seen this store carry. Of course, at HomeGoods, where it would appear things are on sale every day, just make sure you are in fact purchasing a product that's on clearance. I do have a store secrets video dedicated to HomeGoods and many of your other favorite retailers, so you can always ensure you are getting the lowest price. Now, for the bonus buys before I get to video games. Fragrances from most major brands are one of the best purchases you can make after Christmas. Last year, I actually noticed that some of the so-called Valentine's Day perfume and cologne sales were actually markups. So if you find a fragrance or scent, or in particular, there is a brand that you like that's being discontinued, now is certainly a fantastic time to stock up. And for all of the gamers out there, or parents or grandparents of gaming enthusiasts, well, there are no console deals right now As most stores cranked out their Oculus Quest 2 Xbox and PS5 promotions prior to Christmas, the games to accompany your favorite system are significantly marked down right now on clearance. And more importantly, thank you to all of you who have watched or subscribed, who've turned your notifications on, or who've invited me to become a frugal member of your family. I love you guys. You gave myself, my daughter, and my wife a 2021 beyond anything I could have ever anticipated. I'm going to take a very short break and then I'll be back firing on all cylinders for a 2022 beyond belief. I love you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.